Black definitely needs good nerves to play ideas like b7, b5, but especially the complications afterwards, they require from him some restraint. I'm talking about b5 and the key move, that is knight b5. The problem is that the old move that used to have been played with immediate knight e4 is simply not good enough. The trick is that after bishop e4, rook e8, white has unexpected foray with knight g5. It seems very exposing. On the other hand, this is the key move because the knight can often jump to e6, creating problems for black. So in the variation after queen a5, knight c3 and bishop a6, it looks like black will definitely get his piece back, but it's not so easy because after knight d7, queen c2, white wants to castle long, and so black has to hurry with his counterplay. After f5, knight e6, there is a move taking on e4 that was played in the game Sakis Zapata. Unfortunately for black, this is not good enough because of knight e4 and bishop c3. As we will see, the computer shows very hidden motif or hidden chances for black with knight e5, and now after f4 there is a beautiful move, knight c6. This is not something that people will find very easily when analyzing this line, but for computer it's quite easy. And after knight g7, knight d4, white has nothing better than sacrificing the queen, and this position is quite pleasant for white because he has quite a lot of material. He has a rook and bishop and knight for the queen. On the other hand, his forces are not fully coordinated, and objectively speaking, it's only slightly better for white. So this line, in general, might be even playable for black, but of course, white is keeping some advantage, and the fact that the whole idea was condemned for black because of knight g5 is fully justified. There is another idea that is connected with the whole problem. After a knight b5, when black plays rook e8, white might be tempted to defend the central structure with knight d2. Black can also take on d5 with chances for equality, but that's another idea that is well, possibly possibly for him, but he can certainly take on e4, and after bishop e4, bishop a6. This used to be the main line, the old main line. Here white again has some problems. There is a threat of bishop b5, there is a threat of f5, and after knight d6, knight d7, we have reached the position that was tested in several games in the old days. Here you can see with the naked eyes that despite the fact that black has sacrificed the whole rook, he is getting quite a lot of play. All his pieces are playing to the maximum, and the white king on e1 doesn't feel very well. After king d1, this is there is hard to see any other sensible move. Taking on e4, black is threatening with bishop d3, so white has to take. And now the move c4 seems to be good enough to achieve compensation for the missing exchange. Well, some players with white might want to play this, but it seems quite risky, and it's certainly not a refutation of a black idea. So after rook e8, it doesn't make sense to try very hard with knight d2 with the old line, because you can see the chances for black are better than in any other average variation.